How are we doing, guys, and welcome back to All Leeds TV. A quick reaction video to the latest news today. It looks like Gracia is set to be sacked today, along with Victor Orta from yesterday, and Big Sam is set to be announced today. It looks like it's going to be a 4-game kind of deal, a short-term deal, just to see if we can keep us up in the division. It feels like that at this moment in time, from all the sources, Fabrizio Romano, Phil Hay, The Athletic, etc., etc. It feels like it's just going to be a short-term deal. What do I think about this news? I'm not going to say I'm exactly ecstatic about it, but we had to do something. As Jack said in his post-match reaction to Bournemouth, it's only going one way. It's only going one way. I mean, there's so many different things you can say about the last couple of weeks, but it's only going one way at this moment in time. Under Gracia, sadly, I only saw us losing all 4 of our last 4 games. I'll be totally honest, I saw us getting absolutely hammered in all 4 games. The spark had totally gone. When I say spark, the short-term spark of the first sort of 6 games or so had totally gone. Momentum was gone. Players' heads are gone. When we conceded a goal, we soon conceded 2, and then 3, and then 4. I just think we had to do something. Is Sam Allardyce the right man for the job? I really don't know. I don't know what Sam Allardyce we're going to get. We've seen this season Roy Hodgson going at Palace and make a massive difference. Neil Warnock going at Huddersfield and make a massive difference. We're seeing the return of these managers with lots of experience make big differences straight away. And you know what? I think maybe there is a bit of experience needed in that dressing room. Is Sam Allardyce's style of football right for this group of players? I'm not sure, to be totally honest. I think a couple of players will need to be dropped because they're just totally unsuitable for this style of football. But this is going to be a tough job for Big Sam. Not just the fixture list, the fact he's going to have Tyler Adams and Luis Sinisterra unavailable to him. It's going to be a really, really tricky job, this. 4 games as well is a massive ask. It's effectively free, if we're being totally honest, as well, with Man City away. Man City away are the best team in the world, and he's got that coming up in this first 5 days as the Leeds manager. So it's an incredibly tough job, this, but we had to roll the dice a little bit. We had to try something different because it was only going one way. So we might as well try and just get that little short-term manager bounce to get enough points to stay up, because at this moment in time, the teams around us aren't pulling away. We're still actually outside the relegation zone, technically. And you never know. It might be a case of all 4 teams down there with Southampton don't win another game this season, and it's only a couple of points we need. Or all 4 teams pick up a bit of form, and we do need a couple of wins. So you just don't know at this stage. So for me, it was worth taking the risk. We were going to lose all 4 games to Gracia. It had totally gone off the rails, that particular appointment. I'm not sure what caused it. I've never seen anything so dramatic in terms of from it looking good after the Forest game to just being absolutely diabolical against Bournemouth. And it's like a 3-week spell, this, of just hammerings and just terribleness. I don't know how else you can really describe it. Listen, I'm happy with Big Sam. I'm convinced this is going to be the one that keeps us up. I'm not so sure. But I think this is much better than what we were trying to do beforehand. I think this gives us a much better chance. Even if it still doesn't give us a chance, I don't know. You kind of know what I'm saying, guys. It's difficult to know what to say. But I think ultimately, in the position we're in, I think probably a Sam Allardyce type appointment was probably the best we could probably aim for. In terms of 4 games of the season to go. It shouldn't have come to this, let's be honest. We had Marcelo Bielsa just over a year ago, and we've gone to a totally different end of the scale in terms of football philosophy, etc., etc. But listen, at this moment in time, we're in a relegation scrap. You've got one of the most experienced managers on the planet in terms of in these situations. This was the absolute best we could probably do in this situation in terms of, but it should never have come to this. We should have got it right with the Jesse Marsh appointment. We didn't get it right with the Gracia appointment either. Is it going to be 3rd time lucky for us? I don't know. But it's a big, big ask. Massive ask, this. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Hopefully, at the very least, we'll be a bit more defensively resilient. Will it affect us going forward? I don't know. But to be honest, we've not been great going forward for weeks now. So we can put a little bit less pressure on that attack without Luis Sinisterra. Then let's see. But this is a really, really tough task with Sam Allardyce. Let's see if he can do it. We need that kind of Roy Hodgson at Palace type impacts. We really, really do. But I'm going to leave it there anyway, guys. There's going to be more reaction to this as it officially gets announced. But it looks like Gracia will be sacked today and Sam Allardyce will be appointed. And Leeds are trying to completely refresh things for these last 4 games of the season. Let's see how it goes. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. But for me personally, quick bullet points on the views on this situation. It should never have come to this, for starters. I can't emphasise that enough. It should never have come to this. It's just, we sleepwalked into this in many ways, really. Sam Allardyce, with 4 games to go of the season, we weren't going to be able to appoint an Arowla, an Arne Slot with this stage of the season. And we just didn't get it right with our other managerial appointments. It probably was the best thing we could have tried to do. We have tried to roll the dice. Will it be enough? I'm really not convinced. It's 50-50 at best. If I'm being honest with our fixture list, it's probably more likely we go down than stay up. But we'll wait and see. Sam Allardyce has got my full backing. Let's wait and see. Cheers, guys.